I'm tired of metaphors for what you did to me. Our first conversation was about if our relationship was legal. We pretended that it was. This was 3 years ago, and I still feel your breath in my ear telling me it's okay. I knew it and you were wrong. I pretended that everything was okay, that our relationship is just a miscommunication, that you're an ex instead of an assailant, that I was wrong. Yet, it is 3 years later, and you're still an adult. I'm still a minor. Even burnt bridges have a destination, yet I pretend that there is nothing connecting us. After you said you loved me, I tasted smoke and fear. I never said it back. I never said no or yes. Instead, sat silent while you kissed me. I didn't want to bite my tongue, but you did it for me. I'm tired of my tongue being split in half, of blood pooling in my mouth, of being forced into silence. I'm tired of metaphors for what you did to me. You used me. You took my body from me. I want metaphors for reclamation, burning bridges over lakes of blood, swallowing the ash.
Thank you for sharing your poem. Could you tell us, in your words, what is it about?
So when I was in 8th grade, I was 14, so a minor, and I dated someone that was an adult. And so it was a lot of me processing how, like, I blamed myself for it because, like, there were aspects of, like, I didn't tell my family I was being with this person because I knew it was wrong, and yet the blame still doesn't lie on me. That was the adult's job to not get in a relationship with me. And then also just, like, understanding how with poetry it is about usually giving images and metaphors, and like when I was processing this, I was very sick of trying to find the right words. Like I just wanted to take back the narrative and take back control of the situation where I didn't have control.
How old are you?
I'm 17 now.
Okay, and you understand that you have to process stuff?
Yeah, I've been in therapy for a while.
Okay, because you keep saying processing, and I'm 36. I didn't get processed until 2 years ago. So that's number one. And two, can we talk about that ending? Because you legit left me hanging. I wanted more. Was that on purpose? Was that just you were like, nope, I'm done. This is the end? Like,
it was. So before the slam season, I had a previous draft of this poem, but then when you go to Vegas for Brave New Voices, the festival we were at, in the quarterfinals and semifinals, you need to have lightning round poems. So they have to be a minute 30. So I started writing this and editing that draft, and I started with a skeleton. And then I realized with that skeleton, there's only a few things I wanted to add. So I'd rather leave it short and feel like it's exactly what I want to say without like having too many connections than try and extend it to be like a full 3-minute poem. So that's why it was like that.
Well, man, you left me wanting more. And then I felt like this child is talking about a terrible situation. Now I feel like I'm getting in your business. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Does a moment come, I assume that, was writing the poem, did it help you process some of this trauma?
Yeah, I think it did. I started this draft. I just finished my 11th or junior year, and I started this draft in sophomore year when I first started realizing like what happened and how wrong it was. And so it was very much a poem I wrote for myself. And then since then, as I've worked through it more with therapy and with my friends and just supportive people, I felt like I could share more about it. So that's when I kind of returned to the draft with the intention of performing. But originally it was like just the healing and to understand my feelings, because I sometimes think poetry, when I don't understand what I'm going through, being able to like organize all my thoughts and feelings in a poetic way really helps me. And I think that's what this poem initially did. And now it was one that I felt comfortable sharing to like just give a voice to myself and for other people that can relate, because I think that's another thing about poetry.
Now you're healing other people, and that is really powerful.
Yeah, and just letting people know like they're not alone. Like even if you're not at this place to talk about it, or if you're dealing with it like I was a year and a half ago, like it gets better, and it gets to a point of where like you can take the story back and like it never goes back to how it was, but you can feel okay again.
That was Bridges by Laurel Reynolds. Laurel, thank you so much.
Good job.